Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Magic Duels. So, final mode versus battle with a matched opponent. Play some magic, try out a new Archangel of Ties actually against somebody and see how that works. This guy looks like he's probably playing black-red, given the swamp and the very red man here that is largely black but pretty red. Swamp in the background I'm going to call black-red. You could see black-red-white, given that there's a sun here. Gamer41up. Everybody has such stereotypical names here. Alright, I'm actually fine with this. Can grab a black for this stuff later. I will play that just so we have both of those colors next turn, regardless of what we draw. We never have turn 1, so whenever possible I want to play a tapped land on turn 1. A check land. I will say I'm like super excited about Tango lands. Like the more I sit there and think about it, the more I realize those are like the perfect land for how I do mana bases for the standard rotation. I want the black. Because my mana base is just going to be like 10 fetches, 10 Tango lands, 6 basics. Boom, I'm done. Probably 5 basics even. I might just play one of every basic and then like 10, like one of each. Well, for the first set it'll be 2 of each Tango land, and then 2 of each fetch, and like I don't even have to think about it. It's just gonna work. I'm telling you, it's just gonna work. We're gonna tap down the thing here. Next turn, regardless of whether or not we see a land, we can Gatecreeper Vine into a Telling Time, and the Telling Time will set us up to make sure we can play these on turn 5. For the Gatecreeper Vine, we're gonna grab a Swamp for the Titan. Because if we can play the Titan, we should be able to win. They're red-white. Okay, are they still also black? Or is that just me thinking too hard? They were very obviously playing a red deck. They might be playing Mardu. They're playing a large deck. 65, 70, 75 cards. So that's a little strange. Why would you play a 75 card deck? What would compel a man to choose not to see all his things? Oh, I screwed this up. We're gonna Telling Time. We're gonna grab Knightly Valor, and we're gonna take the Glacial Fortress. Yeah, sure. And we're going to skip our tech step. Next turn, I can't Crew Revival yet. Nor can I Knightly Valor. If I'd taken the Plains, I could have Knightly Valor and Cap. Which doesn't seem great, but it does seem pretty good on the Gatecreeper Vine. A 2-4 is pretty relevant. This thing will get better if he plays an Artifact, which is a little worrisome. So if I remember right, the red-white archetype was Voltroning, double striking, and making one guy really big so it beats the shit out of you, and just having a bunch of little guys for options. Which seems like what they're going for. I will just block that, because I'm not stupid. Alright, so I say we Gatecreeper Vine for our Swamp. And we play the Glacial Fortress. Because the odds that we see another black source are pretty low. And I think I have other things I can do before Titan anyway. So we skip our attack. Knightly Valor here would have been real cool to put a Knightly Valor on a Gatecreeper Vine and then get a 2/2 token. So the token can trade with the Ember Hauler at any time. Here's the Throwing Knife. It's like all sack stuff. Throwing Knife on the Ember Hauler, and you can sack the knife, sack the fist, sack the hauler. I like the thematics of the deck here. I'm not sure I'm cool with him actually having the knife to give this thing 5 power and trample, but that's fine. I have a Crew Revival, so I'll just take 5 and then shut it down the next turn kind of thing. We don't have a mountain for the Nightfire Giant, but I think all things considered, that's not huge on our list of priorities. He used the Inferno Fist to kill Gatekeeper Vine, which didn't seem that good. Is he gonna knife the cat here? Yeah, I think you knife the cat here. I wish I could zoom out while this is going on. I don't like how when other things are going on, like, oh, he's gonna knife the vine. Okay, well in that case, let me see how much mana he has so I know whether I want to trade with the cat with the Ember Hauler. Yeah, he has no mana, so I'm going to trade the cat for the Ember Hauler here. Oh, he took it back. In that case, I'm still going to trade the cat for the Ember Hauler. Because I've got the Crew Revival up for the Mongrel. My Gatekeeper Vine can just shut this down for days. So we're going to play the Swamp, and we're gonna play the... We're gonna continue, and when he goes to the attacker step is when I want to stop the timer. When he's leaving the main phase and going to the attacker step. So as soon as I can stop the timer, I want to stop it. Because now we can't re-equip the knife, so this combat just continues to go nowhere, unless he has like a Titan Strength. And yeah, he doesn't, so he's going to pass. He'll probably equip the knife anyway. He does give like 2 power, right? Let's give 2 power. And now I think I can Nightfire Giant and shock the Arsonist in the same step on. Oh, I can't shock after playing it, so we're probably just going to go with the... Yeah, we're going to go with the Mountain into the Nightfire Giant. And if he attacks and uses the knife, we'll block with the Gatekeeper Vine. If he attacks and doesn't use the knife, we'll block with the Giant. No, we won't block with the Giant because the Arsonist will kill us. He's going to exile our Giant. That's okay. Honestly, we have more bombs. Doesn't mean Crew Revival can't grab it, but Crew Revival wasn't grabbing it anyway. Got Twin Bolt away to Gatekeeper Vine, which kind of sucks because now I don't have anything to Knightly Valor. So I kind of need a black source or a creature here. Fine with a Perilous Mirror. Is he knifing us? No, he's not knifing us. Why would you knife? Gonna take 3, go to 10. All his removal kind of blew me out a little bit there, but that's okay. Got an Isolated Chapel, so we can play the Titan. He's gonna be real salty he uses Angelic Edict here, but that's okay. And here we have it, because if he throws the knife, the Arsonist isn't punching for 3, so he doesn't have 5 damage. If he hits us for 3, the Arsonist only does 1, so he doesn't have 5 damage. So he can't trade with the Titan. He top-decked the land, so he wasn't doing anything. He should not be playing with a 75-card deck. You just don't do that, because then you don't see the cards you want to see. If you have good cards, you have answers to your opponent's good cards, you need to see them as frequently as possible. I think if possible, people would play smaller than 60-card decks in Constructed if they could get away with it. Here we're going to draw cards that we get. Island, we're going to play Knightly Valor, and we're going to play it on the Elvish Visionary, because we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket here. And we're just going to swing with the Titan, because he's not going to... I don't think he's going to block it, I think he's going to just take 5. And hope that he sees another Edict or something, because he's got to have more than 1. I think the box gives you like 4 or something, doesn't it? So I think that's really his Gamer41up's out here. Well, maybe it's Gamer41up. It's a terrible name either way, I think. Sorry if you're watching this video, but I don't like your name. It's not a good username. Makes you appear like you're 6, but played a lot of Mario, maybe. Sky Shard Skirmish is pretty good. It does kill the Knight token. Okay. And I think I can just keep punching with my board, even if The trades aren't great. Because if he trades his board for Titan, he's taking 5, and then I'm still hitting with Titan. He's going to go here, and he's probably going to knife the token. But I could see why you wouldn't, because then you can trade with either of the 2 creatures that I throw under it. And then he can put the knife on the skirmisher after. But yeah, he's going to knife the token. I think it's probably a bad choice. I think it was better to not knife the token, because then, regardless of what I put on it, it's a oh yeah, now he's taking it back. Regardless of what I put on it. Oh yeah, because you have to actually target with the knife. You have to declare a target with the knife, whether or not you're sacking it, because it does kill illusions like that. I remember that. If somebody plays a Frostwalker or something else that dies when it's looked at, knife will kill it without ever actually being sacked. I remember that. It's gonna do a damage to me. That's fine. Now he's gonna put the knife on the double striker. Yeah, you know, it was better to not block there, I think. Well, he could have still re-equipped the knife regardless. So this way I took out the Arsonist. And didn't take 3. We'll Gatekeeper Vine here. We'll grab whatever just to thin the deck. Sure, another Plains. And then I think we go to combat with both. If he wants to trade for the Titan, he trades for the Titan. And he's taking 3 every turn. If he wants to eat the Visionary, he's taking 5, puts him at 10, and I have another turn to draw an answer for a 3-1. Which I think a lot of my deck answers 3-1s. Yeah, that seems like the better play is to take the 5 here, deal with the 3-1, the 3-3. And just rely on him seeing an answer for the Titan. Because he can trade for the Titan if he doesn't see an answer. What's he got? Land? Land. Figures. I think I've got more land than him, but only slightly. And I'm holding 1. I guess that helps. Which means I play the land drop every turn so we can count where we're at. It'll be what, turn 10 now? He's missed 1. So for him to have missed a land drop for turn 10, missed all but 1 land drop for turn 10, but for me to have made them all and still be in a much better position, I think says something about our deck composition. He went in, which I think is the smart move here, because now I'm on a turn 2 turn clock, but Murklurker gets me out of it. He's got to be a little upset that I top decked a Murklurker here. Because now Murklurker can give the Titan lifelink, and then I can just swing. And now he has to trade with Titan, which means he's going to be dying to Murklurker. Because if Titan gets through next turn, he's dead. So he has to save that to block the Titan. I go just above the kill range if that's not a Twin Bolt. If that's a Twin Bolt, he's got it, and he played well to deserve it. It's a Kydian's Tactics, which does the same thing. So GG, you earned it. I won't scoop, I'll let him get his kill here. Because if I just scoop, he's going to have to earn it anyway. I'm not actually speeding anything up for him. And I wish it would hurry up, though. It was a good game. He played well. He top decked just as much as I did. Good stuff. So I'm a little frustrated that he top decked good at the end there with an extra 15 cards in his deck, but oh well. He did get mana screwed for most of the game, so there couldn't have been that much for him to get. My rank has changed. Okay, so if I concede, my rank goes down, and I don't see it. It's a little upsetting. Well, let's try against the AI. Try against Keyfinger Woman in the plains. The rocky plains of Grasstown. I'm not sure what you would call that art. I'm not even sure which plains art that's from. Most of them I can kind of recognize. I've seen a lot of basic lands over and over again at different periods, so I can kind of remember where each land is from. This is a terrible hand if we don't see a land. This is a great hand because we'll only top deck Steam. Here I think we want to get a plains. Guarantees we can play the Angel. Guarantees all our lands come into play on tap. This I think is a core one. It was in a course that I know. It must have been reprinted from somewhere. This one also looks like a core one. They all look like... Maybe I'm just remembering them all from Origins, is what's happening here. I know there's one of the forests that's actually from Zendikar. Well, that's the kinds we were just looking at, so there you go. Not doing anything on turn 3, so might as well make sure we have all our color options open here. Although we did before, if we just played the white ones. They got a Kydian, which is kind of interesting. I would love to top deck a red source right now. Not a Reeve Soul. It's not what I was after. So I think we're going to tap down the Kydian. I'm trying to remember what Kydian's backside does here. Flip it. One creature has to punch Gideon. Your next turn, the creature's indestructible and you untap it. And it goes to 4 for so I don't know if I've talked about what I play in Standard, the super duper best friends. If I have, don't worry, I'm not going over it in depth again. If I haven't, unfortunately I'm not going over it in depth, so. But, what I play in Standard is a joke of a deck where you play all the walkers and chain one of each of the walkers and chain veil. And I shouldn't have played my land here, because I'm looking for a different color, and there's the color I was after. So shit. Damn it. But, and I had one game where I was playtesting against Toweed Person as the thumbnails, and she was playing Esper Dragons, I think. Is she playing Esper Dragons, or is she playing Blue-Black Dragon? Blue-Black Control. I think she's just playing Blue-Black Control. But maybe she wasn't playing that. That's what she plays. I don't know if that's what she was playing. That's what she plays. We're going to Reeve Gideon's Soul here. I could see the argument to Reeve the Relic Seeker's Soul and then Twin Bolt the other two things, but I'm not too concerned about it. In fact, that play would have been better, like almost objectively. I forget what she was playing. The point was, I run Sylvan Caryatid to fix my colors, and I ran Anger of the Gods to beat aggro decks. And there was one game where I played Kydian, and I played Erishin Clerics, because I run those to gain life and block against aggro. They're great against aggro. Kydian's Irregulars kind of sucks, but we can reprisal it, so we'll do that. And then we'll play the Dragon Skull Summit, and we'll Twin Bolt that and that. And we're good. And I had Kydian, I played 2 Erishin Clerics. Shouldn't have anything. I attacked for all 3 of them. I think turn 1 was Kydian, turn 2 was Caryatid, turn 3 was Cleric. We're going to play Nisa here into a Sunpetal Grove to flip her and get the top card. We'll take her as Forest. And Sunpetal Grove. She'll flip, we'll get the top card. Boom, Planeswalkers. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. I guess within the deck some more. Probably grab like a black or red land. We have black then. We'll grab red. We're good. Yeah, it was... Thunderclap Women. I'm glad I went up. So that was my turn 3, was 2 Erishin Clerics. Turn 4, I think I attacked with all 3 of them, which flipped my Kydian, and I had mana up for the Indestructible whatever. She always joked, oh, Kydian's terrible in that deck because you don't actually ever flip him, because you don't have the creatures to attack. Apparently I can flip it. Oh, what did she just do? She bounced Nisa? That's fine, we'll just play her again. Just gonna fail to find. It's okay, we'll play the mountain. Flip Nisa again. Go up. Boom. We're doing Necromantic Summons. What's in here? Nothing great. I think I kind of want to take a Kydian. Just to do it. You know? Just to get their walker on the board too. Oh, under his owner's control. I'm an idiot. Well, we're just going to have Kydian be an indestructible 2-power guy then. Fuck. I took it. I'm not going to not try. They're going to bounce everything again. So now they got Kydian back. That's a little frustrating. It's more than a little frustrating, actually. Just a bit long way. And so I had a Gideon sitting around. And I realized that one of the big problems in my deck was when you would play Anger of the Gods, you would lose all your Sylvan Caryatids. So you just use them to pay for the Anger of the Gods. And then with Gideon, what I could do is I could float a red with the Caryatid, have Gideon go down on the Caryatid, which would untap it, make it indestructible. I could tap it for the second red source. Oh yeah, baby. That's what we want. Can't be cast because I've used white. Shit. Oh, let's tell me time. Let's take the Giant. Get the Cruel Revival next turn. And pass turn. Okay. And then this Caryatid was indestructible, so when I angered, I'd still have a Caryatid to pay for anger, which was just so awesome to be able to do. It doesn't win you games on its own, but it was really cool to have something survive my anger. It's always nice to be able to use anger offensively with Siege Rhino. Okay, we're definitely killing Kothoped. That's gonna happen. Angelic Edict's pretty sweet. What do you got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could Edict and not get Kothoped, or we could Revival Kothoped. And then Necromantic summons a Kothoped. And now we have our own Kothoped that we put counters on, so we'll progress that. I think another tech thing I had once was where I was playing... I had Jace flipped, so I had buybacks. And I had Narset, which gave rebounds. Not buybacks, sorry, flashbacks. Flashbacks and rebounds. And... let's go to a card. Let's Reprisal. We play the Archangel of Ties. We play the Nightfire Giant. What's called about do again? Permanent owned by another player dies, you draw a card this life. Sweet. In. And I had an anger in my graveyard, and I realized that if I have Jace go... oh, shit! All the bounce. Forever. It's fine, I'll just Reprisal the Prophet. That if you have Jace go down on the anger, so it has flashback, then you have Narset go down, so the next spell you cast has rebound, and then you cast anger, that it is going to be exiled because of flashback. If it would be put in a graveyard from anywhere, exile for flashback. But it's getting exiled for rebound instead. It's not actually going to the graveyard, so the flashback exiled I don't think even actually happens. Instead, you're just... ooh, Jace. Okay, we're going to Reprisal that, because it needs to go away. I'm going to play Jace. And I'm going to... I think... deal 2 damage to that. And then punch with the Angel. And the Giant, because with Angel attacking, they have to pay to block, so they can't double block the Giant. They can only block one here, and they're blocking either for some reason. Which I guess means they don't have to pay to attack. Maybe that was something hindering them. But the... so you would exile it to rebound for Narset, instead of exiling to flashback for Jace, it would rebound, and because of rebound it would go into the graveyard, because the flashback can't track it to the next turn. Pretty sure. Let me read Jace here and make sure I did that right. If it would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile instead. So Jace never actually exiles it because he can't. Yeah, he's gonna take 2. Gonna take 2. Which I thought was really cool. I had functionally infinite. Oh my god, another bomb. Whichever one he doesn't pick. Geek Creeper Vine? Why would you pick Gatekeeper Vine? That's retarded. I'm sorry, that just doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to discard the Gatekeeper Vine here. We're going to get a card from the top of our library. Boom. It's Reeve Soul. It's pretty good. I'm going to... Hold on, what's... Alhammer's at 6 power. I'm going to Reeve Soul this. I'm going to Frostlinks Alhammer it. He's at 11. 8. 10, 9, 10. Or I can just Nightly Valor the Archangel so that I can untapped. He's attacking. So if you give it Vigilance, you get the best of both worlds, which is really cool. I was pretty sure that was how that read, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't if it's tapped. So they can't block. In order to attack, they have to pay 1 for each attacking creature. It's pretty sweet. And we've got the Double Walker special going on. Actually, can I cast a Twin Bolt? Oh, I don't have the mana to cast a Twin Bolt. I screwed up. I could have killed them. I think. No, I'd still be one. But I could have killed Gideon and poked them. Maybe at 2. Eh. It's alright. We're fine. I didn't cast it, so Jace can just... No, he can't go down again. God damn it. He needs to go up. See if we can get the other Twin Bolt. No, I'm just gonna... Flare Giant in the face. There we win. So yeah, you know, there's some interesting interactions you get with different Planeswalkers. I think the rest of the deck is just charms and commands for more modes, more options, because if your opponent can't play on their toes, then they can't beat you, is the plan. It works out sometimes, doesn't work out other times. Sometimes you just need to top deck all the Siege Rhinos, and you win. But I think that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, press the like button, show your support. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.